Have you ever experienced failure in your life and it felt like you weren't going to make it? If that sounds like you, if you've even cuddled up kind of close to it, then you're going to want to watch today's episode. Today, we'll be talking about how to turn your failure into stepping stones. I'll be showing you tips on how to leverage failures as opportunities for growth and how to never, ever, ever give up on your dreams. Let's go. I used to have a client that always felt like they couldn't get certain things done. They felt like Murphy's Law. We're familiar with Murphy's Law, right? The law of what can go wrong will go wrong. She felt like Murphy's Law was riding in the back seat of her life. No matter where she turned, no matter what best intention she had, Murphy's Law, here it comes, dragging itself into her party yet again, souring the milk, ruining and flattening the cake. Whatever was at stake, good old Murphy would come riding in, almost as if on cue. As we started working together, she began to realize that she had activated something called her reticular activating system. What is that, you might ask? It is a subtle way of us programming our mind for failure without even knowing it. Now, why, you would ask? Who would ever program their mind for failure? None of us ever do it intentionally. We always do it in a blind spot kind of way, kind of like the iceberg theory. If we expect that we're going to fail, what we do is that we send waves and messages throughout our body, throughout our countenance, throughout even everything that we look at. That yes, we're going to make a good attempt on this item, but I don't expect much out of it anyway. Have you ever done something like that? You embark upon something and you think in the back of your mind or maybe in the front, oh, I'm going to try this thing, but if it doesn't work out, at least I tried. No, 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 no. We need to change and flip the script. Instead of saying and thinking to yourself, I'm going to try, but I don't think this is going to work. Or, okay, I'm going to try and I hope it works out. Go into it with these 3 questions at the forefront of your mind. Question number 1, what might happen if? Question number 2, what would it be like if? Question number 3, what would happen if? Going into any endeavor, even an endeavor that you feel a wee bit uncertain about, with these 3 questions, once again, what might happen if? What would it be like? Or third, what would happen if? It completely changes the trajectory and the outcome of your situation. And it also begins to reprogram your mind to be open to the possibilities of success without you blatantly demanding that your brain cast aside all doubt of failure. Taking this approach allows you for future projects to rise above any obstacle. Even if you do encounter a hiccup along the way, some bumps along the road, if you keep asking yourself these 3 questions, what would it be like if? Now you're forcing your mind to embrace crafting solutions to the situation instead of embracing the concept that change was never possible or you being a change maker was never possible in the first place. If we can stop shutting the door in our own faces to opportunities, more doors of opportunity will begin to open to us. But it all starts with here. It all starts with the mindset and the psychology first. At least let's give ourselves a good fair swipe at success before we close up shop. Taking these approaches, these are the steps that champions take and make. What I'm introducing you to is the mindset shift that is necessary for success, no matter how small or how large the project is. Encounter a bump on the road, encounter something that you need to dodge or duck, instead of falling into discouragement and saying, I knew that wouldn't work out. Instead, ask yourself, what would happen if I looked at this situation differently? How can I look at this situation differently? This prevents your brain from going into analysis paralysis. This also keeps the prefrontal cortex, the critical thinking part of your brain, on. We want the prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of our brains, on, because that allows us to be able to craft and hone a solution to our problems. However, when we give in to setbacks, when we begin to bury ourselves in a mountain of doubt and tell ourselves, I knew that wasn't going to turn out right. Murphy's Law, remember? We deactivate the critical thinking part of our brain. We deactivate the prefrontal cortex and thus pull the rug out from under us in crafting and being the architect of our own destinies, as well as being an architect of our own opportunities. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to anyone. That's the reason why I share these tips with you during the show, to get you a chance to have a running start, to help you begin to peel back the layers of potentially what might not have been going right in your life. Give you a chance to play forensic detective over past events. Shine a light on it. See where you could have taken a different turn, a different path. And then this way, by taking a forensic analysis of it, the next time that you're exposed to a situation like that, you won't cave. You'll soar. And isn't that what we want in every situation? The opportunity and the chance to soar. Allow me to give that to you. And first and foremost, always remember, extend yourself grace in every situation, no matter how it turns out. And this will give you the strength to summon up the ability to take another whack at it again if need be. Or who knows, you might get it right the first time. I believe in you. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching.